Welcome to the start of the 2013-2014 school year. It is such an exciting time of year as we prepare to welcome 36,000 students into our 40 schools. Today on our Education News Show, we're talking with Superintendent Dr. Denton Santarelli, as well as our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Heather Cruz. We also have some advice from a veteran kindergarten teacher. All that and more coming up next. As exciting as it is for so many students to be starting a new school year, it is especially exciting for those new kindergartners who are heading off to school for the very first time. I'm so thrilled to have one of our veteran teachers here in the Peoria Unified School District, Mrs. Jennifer Denbachwitz, one of our kindergarten teachers. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you share a little bit for everyone about what parents and students can expect for the very first time sending those little ones off to kindergarten? I know it can be probably very emotional.
And it's so exciting that first day of school. Everyone's so filled with emotion. The kids are excited, parents are excited. There's also a lot of nerves. They are excited to meet new friends, see their teachers, see the playground, and go ahead and see all the things. But it definitely is full of emotions. Quick goodbyes are definitely easier because it can be waterworks for parents and children as well.
And they probably want to get their photo taken, of course, with the
do.
backpack and with their parents, maybe even with their new teacher.
Mm-hmm. One of the great ways to do that too is at Meet the Teacher to bring it so that they could do a pre-photo op so that there's no real big, huge emotions as they're dropping them off onto the playground and things. But it definitely is exciting to get that picture so they have their things all ready to go.
That memory to keep forever. That's a wonderful idea. I hadn't thought of making sure to get that picture taken at that time that you first meet your teacher when you come to that Meet the Teacher night. So that's a great tip. What kinds of things, Jennifer, should parents really be focusing on leading up to the start of the school year? So what kinds of things should kindergartners really have a grasp of before they walk through your doors?
Definitely to have a long attention span to be able to handle one task at a time, like if they can listen to a story and stay engaged and that they could answer questions about the story, that would be very helpful. Having some recognition of their name, being able to know the letters of their name, so if they see it on a cubby or on a table spot, that they know that's their spot and they know those letters. Those are normally the letters they learn the quickest, but it's also great for them just to know that. To have some multi-step directions, like so that they can do multiple things at a time. If a teacher says, go to your desk, take out your crayons and get ready, they can remember those steps.
They can process through those things a little bit easier.
It's really helpful for them.
Very
Definitely.
good. Good to know. Now, what about things maybe that parents can do at the end of the day, maybe in the evening or on the weekends with their child? What types of things can parents do to help you be able to do your job in teaching them throughout the year?
The best way is to make sure they've got communication with the teacher to see what's going on. Kindergartners are always so excited that they remember things that happened the day with their friends, but maybe not always what they learned. So check the backpacks, check their folders, see what important information might be in there. Always set aside some time for reading stories and to go through. A lot of times the teachers will have newsletters that say what they're learning about so they can have those conversations at home to see what their child is learning and grasping.
And you hit on a very important point, and maybe you can expand a little bit for us. You said reading stories at home. How important is it that parents are reading to their kids?
It is so important. It builds those foundations. They hear the fluency in the parent's voice. They see that the parents are valuing their education and that just a bonding time. They say that lap time is so important no matter how old they are. So definitely I still do it with my third grader. He reads chapter books to me and then I'll read a chapter to him. It's just important so that they can have that time with you to read.
Well, obviously kindergarten is their very first introduction into a school experience and what school is supposed to be like. So Jennifer, appreciate you sharing all of those tips with us. Really good information. We're wishing you a great start to the new school year.
Thank you. I'm excited. It'll be fun.
We invite you to join us for our 21st Century Community Education Forum. It's on August 28th at Centennial High School at 6 p.m. At this community dialogue, you'll have an opportunity to weigh in on issues that are important to you: safety, technology, and the implementation of the Common Core standards. We'll see you August 28th at Centennial High School. I'm here with our superintendent for the Peoria Unified School District, Dr. Denton Santarelli. Dr. Santarelli, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, hello, I'm delighted to be here.
Kind of a big time of year for the Peoria Unified School District, getting ready to welcome 36,000 students back into our 40 schools.
It's an extremely busy time of year as we prepare for that opening event. There's been just a lot of activity taking place. We're certainly wanting to make sure that our facilities are well prepared and clean and shiny and exciting when the students get there. We want to make sure that our classrooms look good, and our teachers have been very busy. We've had an awful lot of curriculum work going on this summer as we transition to the Common Core and the standards that are associated with the Common Core. We've got over 300 teachers working to help us with that transition this summer and aligning our standards to the changes in the curriculum. So it's an exciting time. It's been a busy summer.
Very busy.
Blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye, they'll be here. Ready or not, here they come, and it sounds like we're going to be very well prepared. That's good to hear. I think a lot of people in our community will also notice that there is a lot of activity taking place at our schools, and they'll see that really throughout the district. Can you talk a little bit about the bond dollars at work that they'll see throughout the community?
Absolutely. The first thing I'd like to do is extend a heartfelt thank you to our community for supporting our $180 million bond initiative last fall. You know, it was an unprecedented bond passage.
Yes.
Because there was no new construction associated with that. Obviously, as our schools age and mature, we want to make sure that we're taking good care of them.
And what kinds of projects, what kinds of things will people see from these dollars?
Each one of our campuses will be receiving support, whether it's through carpeting, roofing. We have a lot of air conditioning work that's going on across the district, certainly paint and fencing. We're also reevaluating the safety aspects of our campuses and taking a look at how we can make sure that we're ensuring a safe environment for all of our students. And so there may be some changes that take place on some of our campuses that maybe control and restrict the flow of traffic on the campuses more so than in the past. But just a myriad of things that are happening across the district. And you know, one of the things that has been very important to us is we also have that work actually posted on our portal. So that if I'm a parent of a student who attends Alta Loma, I can get right on the district's portal and take a look at what's proposed and what's actually happening to upgrade that campus. So we're really excited by that.
Really looking forward to seeing an exciting project come to life at, I believe it's 5 of our schools that will be implementing solar projects. Can you talk a little bit about what that project entails?
Well, certainly it's very much aligned to our sustainability efforts in Peoria. And we were fortunate enough to be the recipients of grant monies to help us get this project started. But ultimately, we are going to be producing electricity on 5 of those campuses that will help offset the costs of energy for those campuses. We also view it as a wonderful learning opportunity for the students who actually are attending those schools to see firsthand solar panels and what they can do for the school and for our environment. So we're excited by that, and that should be coming to fruition on those 5 campuses this fall.
And I know many of those projects are underway, and I think we'll just ask to our community for your patience as you're coming and going at a couple of those campuses. It will be a wonderful project when it's complete, so we're looking forward to seeing that solar come to life.
In addition to the energy and all of that goes with that, it's also going to provide some much needed shade for students,
yes,
as well as some of our parking areas.
That will be great.
And, you know, one of the things that we're really excited about is the opportunity for our community to get firsthand access to our website to see the projects that are planned as well as the progress that's being made. We have work going on throughout our campus, and every single one of our schools has something of significance happening, and it's a real tribute to the support that we've received from our community, and we want to make sure that our community has full access to the work, the timelines, and the impact.
Well, certainly part of our commitment to transparency. So that's very, very important. We have all of those projects aligned on our website. You can find them at peoriaud.k12.az.us. So glad that we have that tool available. Can you talk a little bit as well about 2 other very important construction projects that the community may see? one of which, extremely exciting, breaking ground on a brand new school, so soon to be the 41st school in the Peoria Unified School District. Tell me a little bit about that.
I can. You know, we've had a long history of growth in this district, and over the course of the last few years, because of the economic conditions, we've been fairly stable as far as enrollment, but we're starting to see a rejuvenation, if you will, of the housing market, and we want to be very proactive. We put on hold the development of our most recent elementary school for a few years because of the economic downturn, but now things are starting to shape up. So our new school will be opening actually a year from this August, and there's a lot of work going on. Our groundbreaking activity is coming up here in August. Lots of exciting things around the design of the school. It's going to look very different from any school that we have put together so far in the district. More open space, more natural lighting, different learning space throughout the campus.
And I understand that was very much a collaborative effort. The community, teachers had an opportunity to weigh in on what should this brand new school look like.
A really unprecedented level of input in the components of the school, the design. It's just been a really, really wonderful thing to involve our community in, and we're excited by the opportunity, and I'm sure we're going to be opening just a very dynamic learning environment for our students a year from now.
Looking forward to that. And then in addition to that project, there is the old main building on Peoria High School's campus. Beautiful, beautiful building. What can you tell me about the plans for that?
Well, there's been a myriad of things that have been going on to help us craft the vision for the programming within that building. You know, one of the things that has been very important to this district is the history of that building and the innovation, frankly, that occurred in that building by way of education throughout its history. And so it's really a landmark opportunity for us to put that building back into use in new and innovative ways. We've involved business partners in those visioning activities, and we've had just some fabulous input. Our board is really involved in helping us to craft an educational environment that will be second to none by way of innovation and by way of preparing students for college and career.
We're looking forward to that. Well, Dr. Santarelli, I want to thank you again for joining me today. Always an exciting time of year, and we're really looking forward to it. 2013-14 school year, welcoming many students. So thank you again for being here today.
Well, thank you very much, and certainly we look forward to another exciting year in Peoria, and thanks for all the support that our community provides us.
Earlier in the show, you had an opportunity to hear from Dr. Santarelli on some of the new things happening in the Peoria Unified School District this year. Now, what he didn't tell you is how he spent the end of last school year. Dr. Santarelli spent some time at Pioneer Elementary School serving alongside some of our finest employees.
Already.
As you go, you can put them right there, and then we'll just bag them up.
Wow. You have quite a technique there. You just, you do. You do. You have good technique. I know I'm probably slowing you down.
No, you're not. Hold on,
You probably do
wait,
faster.
fast.
Yeah, right.
I was only going to be here a year, and then I liked it. I liked the people. They were so friendly.
And 20 years later,
And I'm
you're still here, all at Pioneer.
Yeah.
You must like working here, like
I love working
the
here.
team must like
Senator
being
keeps
together.
trying to send me other places, and I won't go. I started here, and I wanted to end here.
How's that?
You gotta be fast when your class starts coming.
And what time do they start?
At 11 o'clock. Are you ready? Because they're coming.
Ready or not?
They're hungry.
Ready or not, they're going to be here.
They're going to be here. Yep.
Fresh, juicy hamburgers and delicious burritos. I hope I don't mess this up. Hello. Enjoy. Burger today or burrito? Burrito. Yeah, burrito. How we doing today? Hello. Boy, look at all those good choices. Grapes. Oh yeah, those are my favorite. How about you, young man? What are you gonna have?
My whole life, this school was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really? How long?
To me.
That's good milk. Yeah, I know that. How do you feel about Pioneer?
I'm so pleased to have our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Heather Cruz, here with us today. Dr. Cruz, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Danielle.
I want to talk to you a little bit about something that could be a challenge to parents as they're preparing for the start of the school year. We have 40 schools in the Peoria Unified School District and actually a variety of unique programs at many of those schools. Can you talk a little bit about how might a parent evaluate what their options are and make a choice for their child?
That is always a tenet of conversation for parents at this time of the year. You know, where am I going to send my student? Arizona is a state of choice, and there's really no need for Peoria residents to go anywhere else besides the Peoria School District because we have so much choice for parents. I think the first thing is to really figure out what's going to fit best with your student and what their needs are. You know, we have a number of different signature programs in our district, anywhere from our Spanish immersion program, if you'd like your child to become bilingual and learn another language, or perhaps they need more of that differentiated instruction with our Copperwood or our Apache programs for our gifted population, those gifted magnet schools, or perhaps maybe they're more akin to the fine arts. We have 2 different programs for the fine arts with regards to our Foothills Fine Arts Academy or our Arts Integration School at Desert Harbor.
So really something for everyone, it sounds like, through these
Something for
signature
everyone.
program options. Can you talk a little bit about a child that may have special needs and what options are available in the way of special education to maybe help meet some of those more unique needs that some students may have?
We have all of those programs throughout our district, and depending upon the particular special need for your student, we have a program that will fit that. All of that is driven by a much different process other than choice. That's really a team decision around that child, which, what an opportunity to sit down and really have so many people and experts talking about your child and their needs. So we do have all those programs across our district housed at many, many different campuses, depending upon what their particular need is.
And of course, teachers and principals trained to be able to evaluate and provide that level of expertise to families so they can make appropriate decisions and feel comfortable about the education that their child's receiving.
Absolutely. Our administrators and teachers are, of course, the top notch. I'd put them against any other educator in the nation. And I would encourage parents that if they're thinking about something different for their child, reach out to that principal at that school, make an appointment, go tour the campus, go look at the program, and go have some dialogue with that administrator, go meet some of the teachers, and see whether that might be a fit for your child.
That's a really great point. Of course, we love to welcome the community into our schools. So if there is a particular school that maybe you're exploring or you're thinking about reaching out to that campus administrator, certainly we welcome you to come in and see that campus. And I think it's also important for our community to know that we have these signature programs that you spoke about, and they provide that level of choice, but really our students are getting a robust education at any one of the Peoria schools that they may select. I know we're looking at implementing the Common Core curriculum across the board at all of our schools. What will that look like for our schools, and what will parents see through that?
Well, we are rolling that curriculum out this year, and I'll refer to it as the Arizona Common Core standards because those were adopted by our State Board of Education in 2010. So our teachers and our instructional and curriculum specialists have been working tirelessly to put that curriculum together for English Language Arts and Math, and that will be rolling out this year with our schools K-12. So parents should look for increased rigor in their classrooms, and perhaps not 50 math problems, maybe not 50 multiplication problems, but maybe 2 or 3 that really require that deep understanding as opposed to just computation skills. So we are going to look for that increased rigor in our classrooms. We have lots of supports in place for our teachers, and we also will be putting some tools together for our parents this year. So watch our website. There's a link right from the homepage for those Arizona Common Core standards, and we will be building that parent page and ways parents can help their students at home. And also some strategies that if parents need extra information, where can they go and what tools can they get?
And those additional tools and resources really are going to be so important so that parents can really provide that core support at home to supplement what the student is receiving in the classroom. So I know we look forward to rolling out all those additional tools. On our website, you'll also be able to see many of those tools through some of the social media that we have available for the district. So, Dr. Cruz, I want to thank you so much for providing that insight. It's always wonderful to have you here and to hear your expertise on so many options that our parents have, and of course on the Common Core curriculum. Looking forward to a great year.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you. It's important for us to connect with you, and we can do that through social media. We hope you'll check us out on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and our website, peoriaud.k12.az.us. We're now in our second season of bringing you the Peoria Education News Show, and we have enjoyed much success that has recently been recognized by the Arizona School Public Relations Association. I'm so pleased to have Bo Larson with the City of Peoria here with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Bo, and it is my honor to present to you this award on behalf of the Arizona School Public Relations Association for the Education News Show. Thank you so much for all that you've done.
Thank you so much. It's really a collaborative effort, and it's something we enjoy doing on a bi-monthly basis to help inform our community as well as the students that you have and the parents. And it really is a great working relationship, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, it's certainly my pleasure. We appreciate all that the city does to partner with the Peoria Unified School District. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Eric Rodriguez, also with the City of Peoria, who helps to bring this show to life. So once again, thank you, Bo.
Thank you.
That's all for this edition of the Peoria Education News Show. On behalf of our 3,500 employees in the Peoria Unified School District, we are wishing you a wonderful 2013-2014 school year.